We have learned about the charge, the current, the voltage, the power and energy in earlier classes. And then we have learned about the three basic laws, namely the Ohm's law, the Kirchhoff's law, Kirchhoff's two laws. Then we have studied about two techniques of analyzing, namely the mesh analysis and the node analysis. Now we shall learn about a few theorems which further simplify the circuit analysis. We shall study now three theorems. One is superposition theorem, and the other two theorems are Thevenin's theorem and Norton's theorem. All the three theorems depend on a property called the linear property. So the linear property consists of two things. One is called homogeneity and the second is called additive property. If these two are satisfied, then we say a particular element is linear. Then what is a homogeneity property? Homogeneity property is also called a scaling property. For instance, earlier we have seen that if a voltage is connected to a single resistance R, then the relation between the current and the voltage as follows: V equal to IR. For instance, if you increase the voltage, what happens to the current? If you increase the voltage by K times, the current also increases by K times. If it happens, then we say it satisfies the scaling property. That means it satisfies the homogeneity property. The second property is called the additivity property. For instance, because of one voltage V1, we got the response as I1. Because of the second voltage, let us say we got the response of I2. Then if these two are simultaneously applied to in a particular circuit, then the total voltage V is sum of these two voltages V1 and V2, which is equal to I1R plus I2R. Therefore, we define a linear circuit as one whose output is directly proportional to its input. In nature, all elements need not be linear. Some of the elements are non-linear. For instance, in the case of a voltage connected to a resistance, because of the current flow, the resistance may get heated and it may change its properties. In that case, it becomes non-linear. But however, we study only linear circuits in this particular course. We shall further illustrate the linear property with this very simple circuit. Suppose to this particular resistance R, a voltage source is connected, and if it is variable, then we take the readings of voltage versus current and plot a graph like this. And if the graph shows a straight line, that means this particular element is linear. On the other hand, if it is not obeying this law and if the current response is not proportional to the voltage, then we say it is nonlinear resistance. We shall talk about linear resistances only. This is the homogeneity property. And in the additive property, we shall take a small circuit consisting of two voltages. We shall apply one voltage only at a time and see the response here. For instance, in this very simple circuit, if two voltages are available, the current that is flowing in this 1 kilo ohm resistance will be 5 milliamperes. So if it can be applied 5 volts once and the 10 volts at the other time, the net response is additive in nature and which is equal to 5 milliamperes.